Hey guys, it's Dale with The Insurance. Today we're talking about an article that for most of us is at best a refresher, right? And most of us is, I'm assuming most of us are pretty well versed at insurance, have probably switched carriers periodically, know how to kind of sift through your policy documents and check out coverages and stuff like that. This will probably be rather mundane, this article. But for those of us or those of you that probably have not owned a car or have just purchased a car, this may be your first time purchasing insurance, or you might just be in a bind and need to think about different ways you can cut your premium. This could also be helpful. The actual title of the article is PLPD, Insurance Explained, right? But through explaining PLPD, the article goes through some very foundational concepts like liability, no fault, at fault states, things like that are very, very helpful at a foundational level of understanding car insurance, right? But PLPD literally stands for personal liability and property damage, right? It was coined and used most frequently in Michigan, but now it's obviously permeated throughout the rest of the United States, and it's almost synonymous with the minimum amount of coverage which is required per state, right? So PLPD, just liability, property damage, what the absolute minimum that a state will allow you or requires you to have to operate a vehicle, right? And that could be kind of, I think the article states, what is it, 20,000 bodily injury coverage per person, 40,000 per accident, and then 10,000 for property damage. That may be 20, 50, 15, or 25, 50, 25 for another state, right? You can go and check your own state to see what those minimums are. What I do want to point out, which is a gem within this article, is the fundamental question: do I go with kind of minimum coverage, right? PLPD, or do I get more, right? Then there are some in betweens. You don't have to go with full coverage, right? That can be quite expensive. But I just want to bring home the point that most drivers, most people are underinsured right now. And if you're really considering PLPD, then we would ask that you truly take a hard look at if it's the right choice, right? So the article gives quite a few examples of how medical costs, property costs just compounds instantly. One accident, right? If you have let's say you have the minimum. In this example, it's 20, 40, 10, right? So 20,000 per person, 40,000 per accident, 10,000 per property damage, right? Let's say you have 4 people in the car, right? It's a pretty big accident. The other car is totaled, right? The other car is almost definitely going to be more than 10,000 if it's totaled, right? Then you've got 20,000 per person in med costs, right? 40,000 in total. There are 4 people in the other car. You're going to blow through that 40,000 per accident limit, right? And then guess who's on the hook for that accident, for anything excess, right? So there are savings with a minimum, but if you do get into an accident, the risk of being on the hook for an exponentially larger amount is something to truly consider. So that's truly part of this article that I'd like to highlight, because most people are thinking short term, right? They're thinking what they can save on a month-to-month basis, but not thinking about the fundamental reason why we have this insurance, right? Why we have insurance in the first place. And not saying that everybody needs to, but I will say that it's known that most drivers nowadays are underinsured. And unfortunately, when they get into a really big accident, they go into bankruptcy. So if that if that issue ever comes up and you're thinking about going down or dropping down your coverage to bare bones, give it some hard thought and think about, you don't have to get full coverage, but you may want to get higher liability and property damage limits than the PLPD provides. Okay? Hopefully this has been helpful, guys. Thanks for stopping by. We'll chat next week. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content. And if you really liked it, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We love hearing from you. We love hearing from our viewers. So be sure to leave a comment below with your thoughts on this video, and we'll see you in the next one.